look at those shipping containers. Holy macaroni, there's a lot on that boat.
Look how big that boat is. No wonder it took
That
out
is
that bridge in Baltimore.
right. Speaking of bridge, that's a neato bridge right there. Okay, I'm going to just discuss this a little bit. We are down here. We are on River Street. We are in parking lot number 1 in downtown historic Savannah, as you can tell. Lady's got a view, doesn't she? So you're supposed to pay with the little machine, and we walk up here, and this little machine has a little post-it on it that somebody's put on here and said that it's not working. And I push the start button, and guess what? It says that it's out of order. The meter's not working. So how do you pay when your meter's not working? Well, I guess you don't. Nobody else has. We aren't going to be able to pay either. There's no instructions on what to do if the meter's not working. So, hopefully, we don't get a fine.
Better not.
Yeah, if they're going to fine us, they're going to have to fine every single body in this parking lot, and that would be quite unfair when they don't have their stuff working correctly. Now, let's get on to the fun stuff. I would say we should go up here and look at the river real quick. As soon as I figure out a way up, there's no way up. Because this is part of the charm of the downtown, is the cool river. A neat bridge. The awesome shipping container boats. Oh, and there's the Georgia Queen. And I don't know what this one says. Can you read that? American Star? I don't know what it is about a river walk area. It's just so cool. So I noticed as we were coming down through this river street, first of all, it's like literally a brick street. Very rough. Very narrow. But I saw there's a famous cookie shop. What was it called? The Birds. You guys know I love my sweets. And there's a Black Rifle shop. I've never seen an actual store for Black Rifle coffee. What river is this, babe? Do you know?
One with water in it. I don't know.
Smart Alec.
I think maybe Vernon River. Maybe.
Vernon?
I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe.
okay. I don't know either. Oh, I bet that's pretty at night. It changes colors. You should go stand in it.
No.
It's warm enough. Could cool us down, don't you think? I love the buildings though. All the old brick buildings, and get down here and show this brick road. So it looks like you can walk up that way, and there's probably, is that Bay Street up on that side? So there's supposed to be a lot of stuff on Bay Street too. So here's that awesome brick road that is super rough, as you can hear. Tacos and tequila. There's the Black Rifle coffee over there. Bunch of like pubs and things. And the famous the Birds, was it the Birds or just Birds cookie is over here. So this is kind of cool. Oh, look, and there's names. What? Mm-hmm.
I see like candles set up on there.
River Street Sweets Candy Store. Established in 1973. Well, I'm guessing this is the River Street Market. There's not nearly as much as I thought there would be. And I thought it was supposed to be inside. I thought it was supposed to be like inside some like tent type buildings. I don't know. That's, I don't know. It's not what I thought. So the walking bridge is kind of cool. Connecting these old buildings up above. I think that's Bay Street over there. That's supposed to be a big shopping area too. So there's Savannah's Candy Kitchen. That looks huge. They have gelato and stuff too. I was actually hoping to find Leopold's ice cream, and if they're not packed, which is a huge possibility because they say that sometimes they have lines out the door and around the corner and down the street and all that stuff. But it's supposed to be actually homemade from scratch ice cream from they've been there since 1919 and it's supposed to be really good, so I'm hoping to find them. Okay, I'm gonna go in the peanut place. I'm hoping to find some boiled peanuts. Is it? Oh, I guess this is it too. Well, no boiled peanuts. Trolley runs through here. So I was wrong. This is the River Street Marketplace. I thought it was in some kind of building type thing. So we'll go in here and kind of gawk around and see if there's anything. Some pause and read moments. We'll get a little bit of video of the Savannah's Waving Girl. Didn't see a sign to really explain this, but I know it's pretty famous. Well, this is Bay Street. We drove in on this one. There's some old buildings still on this street. Of course, a lot of hotels, restaurants, and shops. Which, I mean, that's like the biggest thing here, obviously, is all of that. Bars, lots of bars. We're waiting in line. We're gonna get some Leopold's ice cream. They're not open yet. Open at 11. Alright, babe, take a bite. See what it tastes like. So he got peanut butter chippy. It's good? Mm-hmm. So this ice cream is homemade. They homemade this ice cream from scratch. And I got coffee chocolate chip with caramel syrup. That was really good. So there's tables, not a lot, but there are tables where you could come in and sit and eat your nummies. It's awesome. This is Colonial Park, as you saw. This is a very old cemetery. This actually became a city park in 1896. When was it?
No burials after 1853.
There's been no burials since 1853, and it started as a burial ground around 1750. So, wow. And this is basically in downtown Savannah. I will let you know that this is several blocks from River Street. I don't know how many, but it was several. So, if you come here, something you're going to want to know, if you park down around River Street, you're basically going to be walking to everything. There is parking on the street. Everything's paid. Even the parking on the street. It's all paid parking. So, unless you're like staying in a hotel, which I'm sure you get to use their parking garages, but just be prepared to pay to park and to walk a lot. And being it's going to be like almost 90 today, that kind of stinks. It is a lovely cemetery.
Very well taken care of.
Really like all the Spanish moss trees. There are so many of them here. It's beautiful. Kind of a charming little street. The old buildings and the Spanish moss and yeah. Oh, and the horse and carriage. Look, I caught it on camera. Didn't even know that was there. Cool. Another old theater. I love all these old theaters. Look at this building. Wow. This is Chippewa Park. This is a lovely park. Well, I'm gonna assume what we're here to see might be over there where that tour guide is. We seem to be following the tour guide around without having paid for a tour. Hey, it's not our fault they're going the same place we're going. Right?
Yep.
This is a pretty park. Who is this dude? James Edward Oglethorpe, who in this city on the 12th day of February 1733 founded and established the colony of Georgia. Oh, well, nice. Okay, so there is a whole thing about this park. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in on the tour guide. If you're the tour guide, I'm sorry, but I gotta do this. Look, he's dressed like a Southern gentleman. That is so awesome. Bet he's hot. Okay, so the whole thing about this park is there's a big portion of the movie Forrest Gump that was filmed here. This is where his bench was sitting, where he was talking to all the different people that come up waiting for the bus, and is telling his story throughout the whole movie. And then the statue is in the background. So we believe that right here, and that's why the tour guide was on the other side, we think he was telling everyone that this is where the bench was, but the bench is no longer here. But that's pretty interesting. Wow, look at that. Presbyterian Church. That is lovely. Church of Scotland. Founded in 1755. Wow. Sanctuary is open for tours. That is gorgeous. Okay, we're trying to make our way over to this house on the corner. And yes, I am saying house. I believe it is an actual house, or was an actual house. There was someone famous there, born there. This is the birthplace of Juliet Gordon Low. She was the founder of Girl Scouts. Isn't that cool? So, a little, probably unknown fact about myself, and something that might surprise some of you. I actually was a Girl Scout leader for several years when my daughter was little. She started as a brownie and went up through the junior ranks. If you know anything about Girl Scouts, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you don't, just know that's a few years of doing Girl Scouts. She earned tons of badges. I don't remember. She started it in kindergarten. No, she never was a daisy. That was younger. She started as a brownie. And went through the juniors. I think she was in maybe 6th grade, so probably 5 to 6 years. I was actually a co-leader with a friend of ours. We did it for several years together, and her daughter was in the same troop. So you can tour this. I am sure it probably costs some money. There is a museum. And a little gardens area. Guided tours from 10 to 4. Museum is open till 5. Tickets can be purchased on site or in advance on the website. I just think that's cool, and I thought that would be kind of neat, at least for me to see, and probably my daughter. Well, that's some wild stuff right there. Not exactly my cup of tea, but evidently someone likes it. This is kind of a neat little street. Nice and treed and cool. A lot cooler than the sunny streets. There's a nice little park over there. So you could probably hear the church bells. That's where we're headed, to church.
For whom the bell tolls.
Yeah. They toll for you. So this is Basilica of St. John the Baptist, and it's old. I don't even know the dates. I just know it's old. And you guys know I love my old buildings, especially old churches. And look at that. That thing is amazing. It's so beautiful. I think this may very well be the bumpiest road we have ever been on. We are at Laurel Garden North Cemetery. This is the gravesite locator. So I am going to see if we can find Juliette Gordon Lowe. She is supposed to be buried here.
Juliette Lowe.
Where do you see it?
The wooden sign.
Oh, there we go. Well, I don't know. See, I pulled up Juliette Lowe, L-O-W, and that it showed it was only like a day or two old or something.
Well, I wouldn't think there'd be any other famous Juliette Lowe.
Well, you wouldn't think so. Looks like we're gonna be getting out and walking. Well, we're walking. Sign's pointing this way. This is such an old cemetery. These are the coolest. Did you just trip over something and almost fall?
Yes. I almost joined everybody here. Never seen that.
I know. Why is it like it's made for flower bed maybe or something? I don't know. Either that or it's just sunk down, which is kind of creepy. So I see an arrow pointing this way. Oh, I see her. That wasn't too far of a walk. There we go. There she is. Even says founder of Girl Scouts of the United States. That's pretty. And people have left little mementos.
Little green one says Trailblazer.
I should have brought something. I have all kinds of Girl Scout stuff. I could have left a little memento. Memento. Yeah, I gotta correct myself because somebody else will if I don't. People do that to me all the time. That is so
I
neat.
wonder if that's like son and granddaughter or son.
I think those are parents, right? Oh no, 1912. I don't know. Where's her parents? George Arthur Gordon, 1872. No, she was born in 1860. I don't know. There's a lot of Lowe's and Gordons in here. Mostly Gordons, it looks like. Captain and Inspector General of the Confederate States Army, Brigadier General, United States Volunteers. Interesting. I love that hers is all pretty decorated. I think that's cool. This is actually a really pretty cemetery. I love the big giant tree with all the Spanish moss on it. It is so pretty. And I mean, I think that Spanish moss stuff just looks eerie cool in an old cemetery like this. I'm gonna go up here and get some boiled peanuts. I want to try boiled peanuts. I've never tried them, and he's got some. He's on the side of the road. We're gonna go get some. Okay, I got my boiled peanuts. Show these people the boiled peanuts. They look funky. So I had to look it up to see how you eat these. And I guess some people do eat the shell, but the way I understand it, most do not. Oh, so here's what they look like inside, which sort of weirds me out a little bit. Dang, those are good. Very salty. But they're soft. So they're almost like, I mean, it's like eating a bean. That's exactly what it tastes like too. It's like a bean rather than like a salted peanut. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Cool. There's a big one. Well, we're cooking up some shells and cheese, pulling up some hot dogs. Easy dinner tonight. We're pretty much done running. I think we're going to have a little campfire later. We might even go ahead and go out on the e-bikes a little bit more this evening if it doesn't decide to start raining or something. Yes. And then tomorrow we move to the next campground. And you're just going to have to come back next week to watch that video and see where we go next.